Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to do an update video on the Amazon tree boas and the Indonesian tree boas today. But before that, I guess I'll say it's been a minute since I made a video. I actually made like 10 videos one day last week. I just made a bunch of videos in one day, and then for some reason some of the files got corrupted or something and none of them would upload to YouTube. So that's one of the reasons it's been a minute. Hopefully this one will work. I'm going to record like 2 videos real fast and make sure that they're going to work and it's not something wrong with my camera. And if they work, then I'll go ahead and try to get the rest of them done either today or tomorrow. But everybody always seems to love the Amazon tree boas, so I figured I would do an update on them real fast. Actually, let's start with the males. Here is the garden phase male. He's actually one of the only ones that I'm comfortable, not necessarily handling, but kind of getting a little closer to. Rarely strikes at me. Just a really awesome garden. If you've watched my videos, this was the first Amazon tree boa I got, probably around 2, maybe even 2.5 years ago. I'm not sure exactly. I'm really bad with figuring out timing. There's that one. Here's this other male whose lights out. But it doesn't really matter because it's the summer. You can't really see his color grape. Y'all have seen all the yellow male before. His light's out, but since it's summertime, during the day the temperature is getting up to around like 84, 85 in this room. So really he's perfectly fine without, and then at nighttime it only drops down to like 78. So he's perfectly fine without having a light at the moment, and I'll get him one soon. Here is the young female. She just shed. Actually, all of them just shed. Well, all the females just shed this past week, so that's really cool. Let me see if I can't get her to come out. There's her head. She's looking awesome. She's growing so super slow. And she's eating normally. I tried to kind of get her on a faster, like feeding her twice a week. She doesn't seem to want to do that. She only seems to eat once a week, which is fine. I just wanted to kind of pump her up a little faster. But it's looking like it's probably going to be 2 years before I can breed her. Which isn't a big deal because she's gorgeous and I don't mind having her. Here is the red female, who I believe after the past 2 weeks, all the females seem to be showing really big signs of pregnancy. They've actually all been basking a lot, so I can get her out without getting bit. There we go. She just shed, I think 2 nights ago. You can see a little bit up there. She's looking really good. Her colors are getting a lot duller, which is a really good sign of pregnancy. When they're pregnant, their colors start to get a little bit duller. She's doing great. She's been basking a ton the past few days. I think today's been a pretty hot day, and my AC is, the temperature in my house is actually even pretty hot right now, so I'm thinking that's why they're not basking very much today, because the females have all been basking like crazy all day long. But today none of them are. I'm going to climb up here real fast. Here is the garden female, just kind of the more normal one. She's ready to tag me. You can see, I wish I could get a better view of her, but I don't want to mess with her too much. All of them are showing kind of like lumps in their stomach, and all of them, these 2 up here have been off feed for a few weeks now. I'd say like 4 or 5 weeks, maybe even. And the female down here hasn't completely gone off feed yet, but she is only eating once. Like the past 4 weeks, she's only eaten every other week, which is a great sign. I mean, it sucks. I like to keep them eating through the breeding season, but it's definitely a sign of pregnancy since they're all super good feeders. I don't think any of the females really ever turn down meals. Especially this girl right here. She just loves to eat, and lately she has not been eating at all. But this is definitely my favorite garden. You can kind of even see back there where she's starting to get pretty thick. Not sure where her head is, so I need to be pretty careful. But yeah, she's looking awesome. I'm really hoping they're all gravid. That would be amazing. So hopefully, and I had someone send me a message asking me if I was going to be able to ship out any of the babies, and yes, I'm definitely going to be able to ship out babies this year. I mean, it's probably going to be September-ish sometime a little later on in the year before the babies even come out. But once they do, I'll definitely be shipping them after they eat a few meals and are doing good. Here are the 3 Indonesian tree boas in this cage. They all seem to be doing a lot better in this cage. Still not eating mice. I'm still having to force feed them, or occasionally getting like a pinky mouse. Here's this, and you can see this one, I believe, there's 2 in here. One of these just shed. You can see the shed up in here. I'm not sure which one. You can see they just have awesome, I wish my camera could focus, really like mossy colors. These are all kind of like 3 different colors, like a mossy and then a brown one and then like a darker gray one. But they all seem to be doing good, other than the fact that they're not eating pinkies yet. So hopefully they will soon. Now let me take you out. Sorry, my house is just a complete wreck. First we'll run in here real fast into my room, which is going to be the new reptile room, because as you can see it's way bigger and I don't spend any time in here. Look real fast at the Amazon that I kept that hatched from last year, who very rarely bites, so we'll see. I don't know if you can see that red is still coming out great. It's still looking really good. It's kind of strange. It's like a garden phase the first few inches of its body, and then as it gets down here it starts to get this really nice red. But this snake's been doing awesome. It's finally starting to get some weight. It's eating rat pinkies twice a week now, or a fuzzy mouse if I can get a small enough fuzzy. But yeah, doing really good back here. And then I'll take you up and show you, sorry this video is so long, but show you the new Indonesian tree boa cage. I got this from someone off Craigslist for 50 bucks. It's a really awesome cage. The only problem with it was that it didn't have any holes in the top. So I drilled some small holes in the top. I didn't want a lot of humidity escaping. But yeah, they're pretty cool. It's got a nice little retention wall, so I've actually got like 2 inches of substrate in here. I've got about 1 inch of topsoil. Actually in the back there's probably like 3 inches where I planted the plants. There's actually around 3 inches, and then I just put bark over it. Yeah, really cool cages. They both have these backdrops that are perfect for you know, the snakes to hang out on. Sadly, I just put them in here around 2 or 3 days ago, and neither of them have I seen like utilize the cage. You're not gonna be able to see. They've both been just like hanging out in the back of the cage, which is fine with me. You know, I did it because they were in the tubs in a rack, and I just didn't, since they're more arboreal snakes, I really wanted to put them in here and see if they would do better. So they seem to be doing good. The one from Ben Siegel that was supposedly a rodent eater, I have not got to eat a rodent yet. I've tried frozen thawed and live and then scented. So I don't know what that's about, but hopefully I'll get it eating soon. I mean, it's got a healthy body weight, and the male also has a very healthy body weight. So I'm not worried about the adults at all. So hopefully after a few months, once I can get them both feeding, I'll actually try to breed those. But yeah, I really like this cage. That's why I put it in my living room. I thought it was pretty cool. So anyway guys, take it easy, and like I said, if I can get these videos to upload onto YouTube, then I'll do a bunch more today and try to get them uploaded too. Alright, take it easy.